Supporting people, their caregivers, families that are impacted by cancer. That's the mission of Cancer Services of Eastern North Carolina. I sat down with Lynn Pischke, Executive Director of Cancer Services of Eastern North Carolina, earlier this week to learn more about their mission, an event happening next week that you can join in on.
Our mission is to provide resources and support to patients and caregivers, all patients, all ages, all types of cancer in Eastern North Carolina. 1 in 5 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer, so most of our calls come from women because of that reason. It's so common. But we do provide support to all cancers, all ages. The needs are as unique as the patient. They will call and their family may have a need for a window air unit or a wheelchair or have a ramp put on their house. It's usually always, I need fuel, gas cards to get to 35 rounds of radiation. So if they live in a Hosky and this is the closest cancer center to them and they're coming here for 7 weeks, 5 days a week, imagine the financial strain that would take on them if they have a vehicle that can get them where they need to go.
Right.
So a lot of times we, in Eastern North Carolina, because the rural communities, there's an economic difference there. They don't have the access to get to the healthcare centers.
And that's where, you know, Cancer Services of Eastern North Carolina comes in to at least provide a little bit of help.
Right. We do everything we can. We try to lighten the load of a cancer diagnosis as much as we possibly can. We've helped hundreds of families with hundreds of different issues, you know, everything from, like I said, food insecurity to gas cards to utility bills to car insurance. We've put tires on a car before so they can drive safely to get to radiation. So there's all kinds of things that we've done. Mastectomy products, wigs, whatever the need is.
How does it make you feel to know that you're making that impact too?
Well, it's amazing. It's so rewarding, and that's why I love what I do so much, because it's so rewarding. You know, I've had people cry because they're so grateful for something. You have no idea how much you've helped us, and I just pass it on to the board. Here's a grateful patient again, here's what they said, and that keeps them all fired up to know that our mission's really important and it really is changing lives in their darkest hours.
And it's truly making an impact.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to get involved,
yes,
where can they go? What can they do?
Well, Cancer Services has a website that is beautiful. It's new, so we're really proud of that. We have a Facebook page with all of our events. We have an upcoming event on Thursday, April 18th called Men Who Cook at Brook Valley Country Club. It's a chef cooking competition. It's for an amateur chef and it's for a chef that has more experience. So we have 19 chef stations and you enter a category, cocktail, appetizer, soup, entree, or dessert, and you bring your best game, and it's just a sample. You're not feeding full meals to everyone. It's just a sample, and the people who are there, the guests, actually vote for the best cocktail, best appetizer, best soup, entree, and dessert.
How much fun is that?
Well, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So a couple can buy a couple's ticket for $100. Where else can you go for $100 on a date night or grab a girlfriend and go and have beer and wine and all the food you could ever hope to eat? Because trust me, 19 stations may not sound like a lot, but once you get through all the stations, you're rolling out of there. They go to our website, cancerservicesofeasternnc.org, go to our Facebook page. There's only one of us here in Eastern North Carolina, so there are other cancer services, but there's none that are here. We're it here for Eastern North Carolina, so yeah.
Safe to say you've impacted hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of people, and when you think of all the family, the collateral around the people who we've been able to help, you know, we're lucky, we're blessed that we can do this, and the need is so great here, and so we're just proud and humbled that we get to do this.
And we have more information about Cancer Services of Eastern North Carolina and their upcoming event, Men Who Cook, over on our website.